So next one, in previous lecture I have explained how that atomic radius changes in periods and in groups. That is only in representative elements I have discussed. Now let us discuss variation of atomic radius in transition elements. Variation of atomic radius in transition elements, and next inner transition elements. Transition elements means except second B group, remaining D block elements. Remaining D block elements are called transition elements. Except second B group, the D block contains 10 groups. They are from third B to second B. D block contains 10 groups. They are from third B to second B. Except second B group, remaining D block elements are called transition elements. Now, variation of atomic radius in transition elements. In transition elements also atomic radius decreases left to right. As the atomic number increases from left to right, atomic radius decreases. But that decrease in atomic radius is very less when compared to representative elements. In case of transition elements, atomic radius decreases, but that decrease is very less when compared to representative elements. See, because already we know that in case of S block elements and P block elements, differentiating electron enters into the nth orbit. Differentiating electron enters into the nth orbit, that is valency orbit. S block elements means the elements in which differentiating electron enters into the valence or ns orbitals. The elements in which differentiating electron enters into the s orbitals of valence orbit or ns orbitals. The elements in which differentiating electron enters into the s orbitals of valency orbit is nothing but ns orbitals. In case of p block elements, differentiating electron enters into the p orbitals of valency orbit. The elements in which differentiating electron enters into the p orbitals of valency orbit or np orbitals are called p block elements. But in case of d block elements, differentiating electron does not enters into nth orbit. Differentiating electron enters into n minus 1th orbit, that is penultimate orbit. In case of d block elements, differentiating electron enters into the penultimate orbit. So d block elements means the elements in which differentiating electron enters into the d orbitals of penultimate orbit or n minus 1 d orbitals are called d block elements. The elements in which differentiating electron enters into the d orbitals of penultimate orbit or n minus 1 d orbitals are called d block elements. Except second B group, remaining d block elements are called transition elements. Why in transition elements decrease in atomic radius is less means, here differentiating electron enters into nth orbit, but here n minus 1th orbit. First orbit, second orbit, third orbit, this is fourth orbit. After 4s is filled, this is 4s orbital. After 4s orbital is filled, then differentiating electron enters into the 3d orbitals. After 3d is filled, then differentiating electron enters into the 3d orbitals. After 5s is filled, next 4d orbitals. So here shielding effect is more. In case of transition elements, shielding effects. What is shielding effect? Shielding effect or screening effect, both are same only. Shielding effect or screening effect. In the higher atomic number elements, electrons present in the inner orbits act as screen, like a screen. Electrons present in the inner orbits. This is the nucleus, this is the valence orbit, these are the inner orbits. Electrons present in the inner orbits act as a screen, like a screen. They reduce nucleus force of attraction on valence electrons. These inner electrons reduce nucleus force of attraction on valence electrons. That effect is called shielding effect or screening effect. The reduction of nucleus force of attraction on valence electrons by the electrons present in the inner orbits is called shielding effect or screening effect. The reduction of nucleus force of attraction on valence electrons, the reduction of nucleus force of attraction on valence electrons by the electrons present in the inner orbits is called shielding effect or screening effect. In case of transition elements, differentiating electron enters into these d orbitals. So here shielding effect is more. These extra d electrons also there. D electrons also there means this attraction will be less. That's why atomic radius decreases, but the decrease is very less. In case of S and P block elements, or in case of representative elements, left to right, atomic radius decreases. The decrease is more, but in case of transition elements, atomic radius decreases only, but the decrease is very less. Sometimes for a few elements it may be constant also, almost same also. That is due to shielding effects. Next, variation of atomic radius in inner transition elements. Variation of atomic radius in inner transition elements. Inner transition elements means lanthanides and actinides. So first I am taking lanthanides. In lanthanides, variation of atomic radius in lanthanides. Lanthanides are from cerium to lutetium. Lanthanides are from cerium to lutetium. Atomic numbers 58 to 71. The 14 elements coming after lanthanum are called lanthanides. Lanthanum is not lanthanide. The 14 elements coming after lanthanum are called lanthanides. In case of lanthanides, differentiating electron enters into the n-2f orbitals. In case of F lock elements, differentiating electron enters into the n-2f orbitals, or f orbitals of anti-penultimate orbit or pre-penultimate orbit. Here also atomic radius decreases, but the decrease is high only. The decrease is high. That is due to poor shielding effect of f orbitals. Due to poor shielding effects. Due to poor shielding effect of f orbitals. That shielding effect order of various orbitals is S greater than, P greater than, D greater than F. Shielding effect order of various orbitals. S greater than, P greater than, D greater than F. It depends on their shape. Because of their shape, their shielding effect order is like this. So among all these, F orbitals shielding effect is less. Shielding effect is less means, so if shielding effect is less, then nucleus force of attraction on valence electrons will be more. So this is the valence electron. This is the nucleus. This is the nucleus. Here shielding effect is more means, see shielding effect, if more number of electrons are there, then shielding effect will be more. Shielding effect more means this attraction will be less. Then increase in size will, decrease in size will be, if more number of electrons are there, shielding effect will be more. Shielding effect more means this attraction will be less. Then decrease in atomic size will be more. In case of lanthanides, shielding effect is less. Shielding effect is less. Shielding effect is less means this attraction force, nucleus force of attraction on valence electrons will be more. This attraction will be, nucleus force of attraction will be more. Nucleus force of attraction more means decrease in size will be more. If shielding effect is more means, if shielding effect is more, this attraction will be less. Shielding effect more means this attraction will be less. This attraction less means decrease in atomic size will be less. Atomic radius decrease, but the decrease is very less. But shielding effect is less means, if shielding effect is less, this attraction will be more. This nucleus force of attraction more means decrease in atomic size will be more. That decrease in atomic size in lanthanides is called lanthanide contraction. Lanthanide contraction. In case of lanthanides are from cerium to lutetium. In case of lanthanides, from cerium to lutetium, atomic radius gradually decreases due to pore shielding effect of f orbitals. The decrease in atomic size in lanthanides is called lanthanide contraction. In case of lanthanides, atomic radius gradually decreases due to pore shielding effect of f orbitals. That is called lanthanide contraction. Like that in actinides also, atomic radius decreases. That is called actinide contraction. Next, consequences of lanthanide contraction. Consequences of lanthanide contraction. Consequences of lanthanide contraction. Due to lanthanide contraction, see 4D and 5D series elements atomic size almost same. Due to lanthanide contraction, 4D and 5D series elements atomic size is almost same. See 3D series elements, 4D series elements, 5D series elements, 6D series elements. D block contains 4 series of elements. 3D series elements are from scandium to zinc. 4D series elements are from yttrium to cadmium. 5D series elements from lanthanum to mercury. 6D series elements actinium to copernicium, Cn. Here after lanthanum, 14 elements are there, cerium to lutetium. These are the lanthanides. After lanthanum, hafnium is there. Lanthanum atomic number is 57, 58 to 71, then 72. So here, see left to right atomic radius decreases, top to bottom atomic size increases. Already we have discussed in periods left to right atomic radius decreases, top to bottom in groups atomic radius increases. See if we take these elements scandium, yttrium, lanthanum, actinium, top to bottom atomic radius increases because number of orbits increases. If we take fourth B group elements, here fourth B group elements are there, titanium, zirconium, hafnium. Here rutherfordium is there. See, after lanthanum from cerium to lutetium atomic radius gradually decreases. Even after lutetium also that decrease in atomic size continues. Lanthanide contraction means from cerium to lutetium atomic radius gradually decreases. Even it continues after lutetium also. That means from hafnium to mercury also it continues. Atomic radius, decrease in atomic radius continues. That's why atomic size, 4D and 5D elements atomic size almost same. It should be, atomic size should be decrease. Sorry, from 4D to 5D series element, atomic size should increase. Top to bottom, atomic size should increase. But here, see if we take these two elements, atomic size is almost same. If we take next element, niobium, here tantalum is there. Niobium, here tantalum. If we take these two elements, atomic size almost same. See, suppose if we take sodium, potassium to potassium, atomic size increases. No doubt here atomic size increases, but here atomic size remains the same. That is due to lanthanide contraction. Cerium to lutetium atomic radius decreases. Even after lutetium also it continues. That's why 4D and 5D series elements atomic size almost the same due to lanthanide contraction. 4D and 5D series elements atomic size is almost same. Next, see generally top to bottom ionization potential, that is IP. Top to bottom IP decreases. But 4D to 5D series elements, from 4D to 5D series element IP increases. That is due to lanthanide contraction. In groups top to bottom ionization potential or ionization energy top to bottom decreases. But 4d series element to 5d series element IP increase. That is also due to lanthanide contraction. Next, it is very difficult to separate lanthanides from their mixture. Cerium to lutetium, these are the lanthanides. From their mixture, it is difficult to separate. That is due to lanthanide contraction. So next one, ionic radius. Ionic radius. Atomic radius means the distance between the center of the nucleus and electron cloud of valence orbit is called atomic radius. The distance between the center of the nucleus and electron cloud of valence orbit of an atom is called atomic radius. Ionic radius is nothing but, if you take ion, that is nothing but ionic radius. The distance between the center of the nucleus and electron cloud of valence orbit of ion is called ionic radius. The distance between the center of the nucleus and electron cloud of valence orbit of an ion is called ionic radius. See, we know that cation means if neutral atom loses one electron, then its cation is formed. If you take sodium, if sodium loses one electron, then Na plus ion will be formed. If you take magnesium, if magnesium loses 2 electrons, then Mg plus 2 will be formed. Anion means if neutral atom gains electrons, take chlorine, if chlorine gains 1 electron, then Cl minus is formed. If oxygen gains 2 electrons, then O minus 2 is formed. Cation is always smaller than its parent atom. Cation is always smaller than its parent atom. So let us take sodium and sodium ion. If you take sodium atomic number is 11. Its atomic number 11 means it has 11 protons. It has 11 electrons. But in Na plus, number of protons same only, 11 protons only. But number of electrons 10 only. If sodium loses 1 electron, then Na plus is formed. So here 11 protons, 11 electrons. But here 11 protons, 10 electrons only. So effective nuclear charge will be more. In case of Na plus, effective nuclear charge will be more. Nucleus force of attraction, this nucleus force of attraction on valence electrons will be more. Attraction more means atomic size decreases. So when compared to parent atom, cation is always smaller. Cation is always smaller than its parent atom. So sodium is greater than Na plus. If you take ferrous, if it loses 2 electrons, Fe plus 2 is formed. If it loses 3 electrons, Fe plus 3 is formed. Among these three, this is largest atom. Next to this one, next to this one. As the positive charge increases on the cation, then its size further decreases. As the positive charge on the cation increases, its size further decreases. Say anion. I am taking one anion, chlorine. If chlorine gains 1 electron, then Cl minus is formed. If chlorine gains 1 electron, then Cl minus is formed. In neutral chlorine, number of protons 17. Atomic number of chlorine is 17. It has 17 protons. It has 17 electrons. But in Cl minus, protons number is same only, but electrons number 18. Electrons number is more. So electrons number more means size will be more. So chlorine is less than Cl minus. Chlorine atomic size is less than Cl minus. So as the negative charge on the anion increases, its size further increases. As the positive charge on the cation increases, its size further decreases. As the negative charge on the anion increases, its size further increases. So we can generalize like this. Neutral atom, anion, cation. Among three, which is the largest one? neutral atom or parent atom, its cation and its anion. Anion is always larger for a given element. For a given element, anion is larger than parent atom or neutral atom is greater than cation. Anion is larger than parent atom is larger than cation. See, if we take H plus, H minus, among these three, which is largest one? H minus is largest one. H minus is largest one. For a given element, anion is always larger. H minus is less than, sorry, H minus is greater than, H greater than H plus. Anion is always larger than its parent atom. Cation is always smaller than its parent atom. If we take I plus, I minus, among three, I minus is largest, I minus greater than, I parent atom greater than, I plus. Next, isoelectronic series or isoelectronic species. Isoelectronic species. Isoelectronic species nothing but the species or the ions, simply ions. Ions having same number of electrons is called isoelectronic species. The species having same number of electrons. See, if we take Na plus, Mg plus 2, Na plus and Mg plus 2. Na plus contains 10 electrons. If we take neutral sodium, it has 11 protons and 11 electrons. If neutral sodium loses 1 electron, then Na plus is formed. Neutral sodium has 11 electrons. If it loses 1 electron, Na plus is formed. So it has 10 electrons. Even Mg plus also has 10 electrons. 10 electrons. So these two are isoelectronics. These two are isoelectronics. The species having same number of electrons. So if we take F minus, O minus 2, O minus 2 F minus, neon, Na plus, Mg plus 2, Al plus 3. All these are isoelectronics. All these ions have same number of electrons. O minus 2, O minus 2. Neutral oxygen has 8 electrons because its atomic number is 8. If we take oxygen, its atomic number is 8. Its atomic number 8 means it has 8 electrons. But if oxygen gains 2 electrons, then O minus 2 is formed. Then O minus 2 has 10 electrons. F minus, neutral fluorine has 9 electrons. If it gains 1 electron, F minus is formed. Then F minus has 10 electrons. So all these ions have same number of electrons. So this is also isoelectronic. All these are isoelectronic species. Or we can say that isoelectronic series. In that isoelectronic series, this is the smallest one, this is the largest one. This is the largest one. In that isoelectronic series, this is smallest one because here positive charge is highest. This is smallest. This is smallest. This is largest. So this is the first periodic property, atomic radius. Next periodic property is ionization potential or ionization energy.